Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with the season finale of The Promised Neverland. You guys, I'm so excited and so scared. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. Guess what will also be in the description down below? If you're watching me on YouTube, the reaction highlights link will be in that description. So please be sure to go click that link, watch my reaction highlights, come back to this video to hear what I thought of the episode, because I think it's safe to say you're gonna want to see me after I've seen this episode. I know I'm gonna have a lot to say, and I think I'm also probably going to be in a great degree of shock. If previous episodes are any indication, I love the last episode. Norman just constructed this beautiful, brilliant plan, and Emma, and we know Emma is very, very smart, but between Emma, Norman, and Ray, we know that Emma is probably the least of those three. She has the least ability in that, like, strategizing and everything compared to the other two. She's still brilliant. Like, compared to me, she's, she's a strategy expert. But for her to be the one to carry all of that out after losing Norman, after, oh God, just everything, it shows her unrelenting strength and love. This has all been about love, no matter any way you slice it. Norman's love for his family, Ray's love, Emma's love for the whole family. And it's beautiful. It's a heartbreaking series in a lot of ways, but it is a beautiful series. I have no idea what's going to happen next, because we had that just wonderful episode full of just yes moments and hope and success, and then we find out that Phil was left behind. I did get thinking, after I calmed down a little bit, my blood pressure came down, and I went and had a snack. I did get thinking, what if it was what if, like, Norman was still alive and they purposely left Phil there to, like, distract Mom, and then Norman's gonna show up, and I don't know. I'm just still waiting for Norman to show up, but I really have a hard time believing that they would leave Phil there on purpose, unless they really had. We know Phil, like, he's done some pretty cool stuff in the past, he might be a little guy, but just either that, or they just built Phil up to us as, like, the cutest little thing, and then they're like, guess who we're gonna leave behind, you guys, just to, like, really hit you in the feels. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know anything anymore. But you guys, there is one way to find out, and that is to jump into this season finale of The Promised Neverland. Let's do this together. Okay, you guys, let's talk about that episode and about the season. I had this gut feeling that maybe the Phil thing was part of their plan. And I kind of had been thinking the whole season, they're not going to send babies. They're not going to ship babies. They could always come back for them. It's my concern was more that, like, but she really couldn't. I'd say, like, would Mom go crazy and take it out on the little kids? But she really can't, because the whole point of the products is they're supposed to be raised in a carefree environment. And Emma made a good point that if they have to now heavily restock, a lot of those kids are probably now going to make it to, like, 12. Maybe not that far, but they're they're going to have to raise some older kids now. All their older kids are gone. I believe it too. I believe she'll come back for him. And meanwhile, they're in good hands with Phil. I know they are. My sweet Phil. Oh, he's just the best baby boy. He's just the best. So guys, I think it's safe to say Norman's really gone. He's never really gone because he's always going to be with Ray and Emma and the rest of them in spirit. They got me twice. They got me once last episode. And then they got me this episode. I'm like, oh my God, this is really him. Norman's really back. And then he wasn't. They got me. They toyed with me. Oh, I feel silly now that I thought he was back. I really did think he was back, you guys. Did any of you think he was really back? Because I've just had this thing all along. Like, I'm not sure if he's dead, but I think he's really dead. I think he really might be. His legacy is this plan and saving his family. But he couldn't be a part of that alive. Poor Norman. And now we know Isabella, the mom, went through it all with Leslie, and that's where she got the lullaby from. And Ray remembered the lullaby from... So all those... When he was talking about being in the womb and everything, it was her womb. Is he the only one that's... I mean, maybe there are more that are her kid. But I have to say, though, he really did look like her. I mean, it's not to say, like... I'm assuming it was all, like, artificial, the way she was impregnated and everything. It's not to say that, like, Emma might not be hers because the dad might have been a blonde or something. I don't know. But I have a feeling it's just Ray. But, man, that's a big reveal. Like, they don't call her mom for nothing. She's literally his mom. So when she came in and was saying he's a good little dog and he was a good little dog, but she was cutting him loose, they're like, it's her actual kid she's talking to. Oh. And that would make sense why he was able to get so close to her, too. You know, it's not just because he was the smartest. Oh, and he knew that all along. He knew that the entire time. He could remember back to everything. He remembered being born. Oh, wow. That changes a lot. That really does make sense as to why he was so close to her. Wow. And he's even like, he cares. He really does. But he can be kind of like calculating like that. And that's how she is. I'll tell you what, I never thought they could show me anything that would make me like not utterly hate her. But that was pretty sad with her and her brother. Wow. It's a messed up world. And we know Crone was all on board. She was like, you know what, you guys? Just see to it that this messed up world gets wrecked. And I think Mom has devoted herself a lot more to keeping that structure. But even she deep down is like, I wish you the best. Good for you. You got out. Dang. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Never thought I'd live to see the day. I'm sure she didn't think either. And then Emma just, straight up made... I was so afraid she was going to grab Emma or so. Am I the only one that was, like, devastated that, like, Emma was the last one and Mom caught up? And I thought for sure maybe Mom would, like, pull her back and take her back to the house or something. But no, in the end, she could have. Mom could have. But in the end, she was like, yeah, go with her blessing, basically. Wow. Wow. Because even the moms in this, they all had bonds and attachments and family. And like, what do you think is going to happen? You can try and program someone as much as you want to be cold and unfeeling, but like, they don't raise them that way. They raise them with love and happiness, and like, it makes sense that like, there is a part of you that doesn't ever let that go. Wow. A lot of big stuff, guys. They made it. They did it. They saw their first sunrise as free kids. I'm so proud of them. Where do they go from here? Where does everything go from here? I guess we'll find out whenever that delay is over, huh? It's gonna be a long wait, guys, but boy, let me just say a little bit about how much I loved the show and this season. I don't think there was ever an episode of this season where they didn't take you to these heights and then make you think like, it's all done, it's all over. You know, learning that Ray was a spy, learning about the cliff. Like, it seemed like so many episodes ended with like, all right, guys, that's it. We're out of ideas. We're out of hope. And then they just never gave up. They just never gave up. Oh, I gotta say, I don't think there's ever been another series that has captured my heart so much within like an episode. They had me at the first episode. I loved these children. I was heartbroken for them. I was shocked. I was in horror. I mean, it's just the whole thing has been an emotional roller coaster and so beautifully written and well done. A lot of you have come back to me like after episodes and been like, there was this little detail and this little Easter egg, and you know, it's just so clever. It's a beautiful blend of just breathtaking animation, heartbreaking and just pulling at your heartstrings writing, amazingly lovable characters, and like a good degree of like horror and you know, that element as well, and clever writing, really clever writing. It really takes some talent to pull off that kind of emotion and character building and just like complex story in 12 episodes and to execute it so beautifully. I just can't say enough good things. If I had one bad thing to say, it would just be that like I think it almost made me had a stroke, but like last episode. But that's not the only bad thing, and that's because they did their jobs too well. I loved it. I can't wait for more. I'm so happy that you all recommended this to me. As always, you have come through with another brilliant recommendation for me on a series that I absolutely love. And I really hope you enjoyed watching it along with me. I just had such an incredible ride with this series. I hope you will join me for other series that I'm watching. I am watching other anime. I'm about to begin some more anime. I watch other Japanese shows. I watch some live action shows in English as well. I hope you'll join me if you haven't already for some of those, and definitely I will keep you posted on season 2 whenever that's out. I will be there with bells on, you guys. Thank you so much. It's been amazing. Please join me again in the future. We will watch it all together. Bye for now, guys.